Hi, I'm Borkaland. Glad to have you here. Welcome back. And I'm just looking behind me here on that melon and pumpkin farm, and it's still looking amazing. Anyway, we're starting here in the bowels of my storage system base, whatever it is today in my mind. And I noticed something. If we look in here, the third one there is supposed to be iron. I've been, throwing all my iron into lava because I haven't been it into blocks and replenishing the shulker boxes back here. Well, we need to do something about that. And yeah, let's craft all these iron ingots into iron blocks on camera because that's exciting, right? It must be very exciting to do that. Well, maybe. It could be, because I just built this thing. I haven't tested it yet, and I already discovered that it has a bug. Oh, I'm an idiot. Anyway, for now, I have to do this. Put them there, and put those there. Well, yeah, this is a very, very quick and dirty crafting station that I will probably have to do something smarter about, but for now we will just load it manually with the first shulker boxes. And what should happen is I take this stuff out, I craft it into... I have too much junk in my pockets, and I shouldn't probably be crafting with junk in my pockets, but for now... Okay, that's another bug. It gets destroyed too fast. So when the shulker box gets empty, it gets destroyed and replaced with a fresh one from the dispenser. Unfortunately, that happens too fast, and I guess let's see how this works in a second. I need to exactly see what happened. Blah blah blah. Crafting iron blocks. Putting iron blocks into this one. Yeah. So the inventory window closes, and whatever I have in my hand at that time gets thrown out of my hand. So, I wonder if I can add some delay here. See, I'm debugging on camera again, and I will probably delete this again. Ooh, yes. Okay, so this thing here needs some kind of delay. Yeah, I think I know how to do that. Alright, I added some delay. Let's see how this works. Better, but I have to be fast because I have... how much is it? 0.4 seconds or something like that. So, okay, yeah, acceptable. But I need to be fast when emptying stuff from this shulker box, but I guess I can get used to that. And we put it there. I was thinking first that I could just drop whatever I craft on the floor, but loading the shulker box won't be... like, I can't make it fast enough, I don't think. So I'm gonna leave it like this for now. And do we get... Oh, you big dummy. Of course I can't open this chest. Right. As you can see, this is the first time I'm using this thing. I literally just designed it in creative in 10 minutes, and I haven't found all the bugs with it yet, so it's gonna be like that. So I don't like standing this low. I like this machine already. Let's see if that one has the same kind of problem when I fill it up. And the last three, bum bum. That was weird, but I guess it worked. Okay. So this works. I just need a good way to feed... Oh. 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 Yeah, maybe I should point the hopper in the right direction. And that one too. That was interesting. That should be better. I added a bit of shell around this, I guess. Is it a shell? Yeah, I guess it's a shell. There's nothing behind here because and it suddenly became enormous. This was a small, neat machine, and with a shell around it, it's huge. Okay, fine, fine. It needs a little bit of decoration, or needed. Now it's fine. Like the comparators being exposed, I have nothing against. A little bit of a hole here. Maybe we should close it off. I mean, that doesn't really hurt, does it? Slightly better. This can still access the buttons just barely if I squeeze into the side. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this works. I made a crafting station here in my gold farm too, and yeah, I shrunk it. I worked a little bit on it because it was embarrassingly big. It actually uses a relatively clever mechanism with this torch. So this block powers the piston that breaks the shulker box, and when the piston is powered, the torch turns off. And when the piston retracts, because we depowered this block, the torch turns on, and the delay between those things is long enough for the piston to retract and this torch to power the dispenser. It's quite clever, I think. Or maybe it's not clever, but it works. So, I have tested this, but let's just do a very quick one. I've been, if you look at my levels, I've been AF. Why is what? Ha? I don't even want to know. How did a shulker box teleport with? Maybe I just had it in my pocket and put it in the wrong space. Well, let's just pretend that never happened. Do, 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 gold nuggets. We need a few more. Maybe that should be enough. And I put it in here. There is a button, not very conveniently placed. That button does of course not work for some... because that torch is on. Oops, okay, I haven't thought about that. Well, okay. So, put away junk from pockets. Leave inventory like that. The delay is good. It's still not the fastest way to craft things. I think the fastest way would be to just create a massive tower of droppers that I stand under, and they will just shower gold nuggets on me. Basically, just don't put anything in shulker boxes, just have a massive tower of droppers. And that would probably be a faster method to craft. But this is good enough. So now, bam, bam, and the last one. Perfect. And I had to do funny things to spawn-proof this, because this has to be covered everywhere. So I cannot put the carpet on top of the observer because it's running up and down, so therefore there are the shroom lights above it. The same thing with the crafting table. If I put carpets over the crafting tables, I can't open the shulker boxes because the carpet is in the way. That's weird problems you have in the nether. Anyway, yeah, we have this thing now. Let's work on some more minor projects. Haha. It finally happened. I finished the sphere, and let me tell you, that was a grind and a half. I'm actually curious. Before we look at it, let's look at numbers. Used 46,000, basically 500. uh it's mostly this. I've used magenta stained glass in other places too, but it's pretty much all this. So about maybe 45,000 pieces of glass, all all had to be placed in the right spot, which, let me tell you, it's kind of painful. But I did it. Yeah, okay, so we're done with everything. Thanks for watching this series, and we're done. No, we're not, of course not, we're not. This was just the beginning. This is just the beginning of this, even this structure. This structure is not finished. This is just part one. Now I have to figure out a good way of taking these tentacles, I'm calling them tentacles now, and somehow making them grow, I think, all the way up. And I'm dreading to say this, but I think it will include an obscene amount of scaffolding. There will just be scaffolding all around this thing. Yeah, I see no other way. And it will be, I guess, maybe I will build platform under there so the scaffolding doesn't go all the way down. But yeah, this is like an epic grind, and it will be interesting how I approach that. And before filming this clip I am filming now, I was so tired of everything I couldn't formulate the right words because I'm not even gonna admit how many hours the last bit took because I did it in one sitting, and my eyes glazed over, and just to relax, I kind of grassified a little bit more of the island. I actually wanted to grassify more, but I also ran out of steam there. So here is another part I am gonna grassify soon enough, but yeah. But yeah, this whole thing is done. And unfortunately, it made me realize a thing. And that is that I completely, absolutely misdesigned the interior. I mean, it doesn't look bad, at least in my eyes. It looks fine. That's not the problem. The problem is that I don't know if I can put it into the right words. The thought in my head makes sense, but as soon as I thought I would explain it, it stopped making sense. And the problem, okay, let me just say what my thoughts are saying. We are now outside the base. We are now inside the base, right? That's obvious. But we are still outside the base. So if we approach, for example, from this side, we are inside the base, but we are outside the base because the actual base is in here, and now we're inside the base. I almost killed myself there. But you see what I mean? There is an exterior wall on the inside. It doesn't make sense because this is like the backside of the base that I can't get through, and I will have more things up here probably, hopefully, that will also end up needing maybe some walls around it. Like this stuff. This like, let's look at the flower farms from the back. Oops. Yeah, this is the backside of it. This should be covered up. Like, you see what I mean? So ideally, the backside of the base or of the mechanism in the base or whatever we want to call it, it should be here, And the floors where I walk and fiddle around with stuff should be here. Should be this part. So I should take the storage system and turn it inside out so that the chests aren't along these walls here, so but the chest should be accessible from this side and from this side, if that makes sense. I have no idea, and I think this is just a fundamental error I'll have to live with and learn from for the next time, because I'm not gonna tear everything down and rebuild. I've actually like, that's a lie. I am gonna tear down the furnace array and rebuild it on a different level, or maybe on this wing here, and double it up. But that's small things. It's eh, yeah. And this thing feels empty now. I actually haven't experienced any phantoms in here, so I think we're safe. I don't think like the phantoms can fly under glass and they can aggro me through glass, but I haven't seen them spawn in here, so I think we might be safe. I'll have to look up phantom spawning mechanics. But yeah, this thing is done. And don't ask me how many times I double checked that I'm not missing a single block, because I've been missing a lot of single blocks. But I think I got them all. I don't think there are any holes anymore. This looks psychedelic. Whoa, circles, all the circles around me. Yeah, I'm quite proud of this achievement. This was a big build, and it's not even half done. But we need to build other things in too, and as you can see where I am, and you can see that there is magenta glass here, which means that I built something around this. Okay, get ready for this one. Oops, fly, please fly. Thank you. And land here for a good view. Are you ready for the view? It looks stupid. It looks absolutely idiotic. I have no idea what happened here. Maybe if I grassify things around it, it will not look this stupid, but what happened? It's the same style, except it isn't, because it's narrowing down very much up the top. And it's a little bit twisty. Not much. Maybe I should have made it twist as much as that one. That might have made sense. It's only twisting like 45, it's not even 45, I think it's 30 degrees or something like that. Wow. It's it's not hideous. It just looks, from the inside it's okay. But from the outside, what happened? Yeah. I'll leave it like this just to have, I don't know, a contrast to that one, which turned out gorgeous, and this one, which turned out. What is this? Why? Anyway, there won't be any more buildings today because I have a very important mission that is farm slash redstone based. And it involves this building too, which might actually have been a mistake now that I think of it, because I need to connect something else to the blast chamber. And now I have covered it up because it's not gonna the I, I'm gonna make a cobblestone generator because I need cobblestone again, and I have none. And yeah, I could feed stone into this, or I could keep the stone for future use and just make a cobblestone generator. Oh, now I can't even demonstrate it because I built a stupid building around this. Oh. This is why I like barebones farms that don't aren't covered up, because then you can just modify them. Anyway, so I started building up this pillar here, and the cobblestone is going to be coming up from above and from, I think, that side, because I'm going to have two streams of blocks coming into this spot, and one is going to be coming from this side, and I think that will be a tree farm, and from that side, and that will be cobblestone farm, or maybe completely the other way around. We'll see. I haven't 100% planned this yet, but let's start with a cobblestone generator, because I actually need some cobblestone right now. Right, this all looks correct. Here is lava. And let's move away. The lava has spread, everything is fine. The power button or the power toggle is in the absolute worst place. Turn it on. It's broken. Right. Or is it? Something very strange happened here. Maybe I just built it wrong. The reason why there is obsidian here, or crying obsidian for that matter, is because what just happened is because I forgot one bit of crying obsidian here. And it is that if anything goes wrong, there is a bunch of pistons here that are pushing the stone blocks in here. And yeah, I don't want the machine to self-destruct just because I built something wrong, but obviously I did something wrong. And it happened in the spot where the crying obsidian was missing, so there has to be a block here that is not a piston. Don't ask me why, because I actually do not understand it. This is a what you might call it. It's a block conveyor. Like the blocks come in here. This piston pushes the first one, then this piston pops out, pushes the next one, etc., etc., etc. And if I don't have a magic block here, which is any block other than a piston, then this piston will not retract. It has something to do with the timings and the fact that I'm actually firing off these pistons twice, unless there is a block moving right in front of them when the second pulse. It's weird, and yeah, I probably should have just used someone else's design instead of rolling my own, but I rolled my own. It does work. I tested this thing for 20 hours, well, with tick warps with the carpet mod, of course, but I did, and I'm procrastinating again. Let's try it. It's going wrong. Something is not right here. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. That's fine. That was supposed to happen. They're moving there. Oh! This thing is not fast enough. I bet you it's something like that. Yeah, it is. It is that thing that is too slow. Alright, I improved the mechanism for moving the blocks out of the way. Let's test it. Perfect. It is working. Yeah, it's working great. And it turns out that the timing for this block conveyor is just fast enough that I can't really make the cobblestone generator much faster. Because if I remove one item, let me access my timing pork chops. If I just remove just one timing pork chop, so have 8 here instead of 9, then in very many cases the middle block will not generate properly. I think I can remove. I can make it 4 ticks faster, but I cannot make it 8 ticks faster. So I would probably need to. I could use a different clock that, but it doesn't really matter. Come on, this generates, I think 8,500 cobblestone per hour. That's good enough for me. Probably need to cover it up though. Exposed lava is not a good idea. Do I have glass? No. I'll do it in a minute. I guess it looks a little bit less stupid with the grass. I haven't finished the grass yet. I really don't have time. I need to finish filming this and edit right now because I only have a few hours left. But, yeah, looks a little bit less stupid. I added the floor here. Let's see how much cobblestone we got. I've not been running this for a long time. I just turned it on. Like, I wasn't running it while I was grassifying the area. I just thought about that right now. Okay, this is quite productive. And the grass actually makes it look less stupid, so I am pretty sure it's the mycelium is ruining everything I build, and that makes sense. That's why I don't like it. It's a bad color. It's just a bad color. Everything else about it is fine. It's just the color is awful. But like I just mentioned, we do not have much time left, so I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Thanks for watching. Oh, and before I go, someone asked me to start up a Discord server in case you want to discuss some contraption I built, or just ask questions, or just say hi in general. So I started up a small Discord server. It literally just has one channel for now. In case we need it, we can just organize it when there is something to organize. So come by, say hi. There will be a link in description. But thanks for watching and have a good. I wanted to say cobblestone, but this is grass. So have a good grass. Bye.